Hello, in this video I'll show you how to make homemade mozzarella sticks. The first step to making homemade mozzarella sticks is to prepare your mozzarella. Here I'm using homemade mozzarella. If you want to make your own mozzarella, you can check out the link listed below, but you can also use store-bought mozzarella that's prepackaged. Here I slice the mozzarella into 1/2-inch thick pieces, and then I also slice the mozzarella in half lengthways. You can adjust the size of the mozzarella piece that you like based on your preference in a mozzarella stick. If you like it to be cheesier, you can use a bigger piece of mozzarella, or if you like the batter and the crunchy texture more, then you can use smaller mozzarella pieces. You might have seen other recipes where you can use string mozzarella cheese, and I've even tried this recipe before when I was just really desperate for a mozzarella stick. But I don't recommend using the string cheese mozzarella to create the mozzarella sticks because it doesn't melt as nicely and it's just really chewy and tough. So if you have the opportunity to get fresh mozzarella or make your own mozzarella, I definitely recommend it. It's worth the effort. For the pieces of mozzarella that aren't sized great to make mozzarella sticks, I'm saving those and we'll actually use those as a pizza topping. So check out the link below to see a gluten-free pizza crust recipe using homemade mozzarella on top. For the outermost layer on the mozzarella sticks, I use 1 cup of breadcrumbs, a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, a 1/2 teaspoon of parsley, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then I add a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme and a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Finally, I stir everything on the plate together. In a separate bowl, I add 1 egg, another 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Then I mix this together well. I normally mix the egg after I've already mixed the breadcrumbs because I don't like to dirty up extra dishes, so I'm using the same whisk. Finally, I add a 1/2 cup of flour onto a plate. I like to create the mozzarella sticks one at a time. So first I dip the piece of mozzarella into the flour, making sure to coat all sides. Then I dip this into the eggs, and then into the breadcrumbs. Once it's fully coated in breadcrumbs, I dip it back into the eggs, and then into the breadcrumbs again. The point of doing 2 different breadcrumb coatings allows you to have a thicker batter on the outside of the mozzarella stick, so it's less likely that you'll have any cheese bleed or melt through when you're frying it. I repeat this process for all of the different mozzarella sticks. Since you're using raw eggs here, any material that you have left over you probably should throw away. I always throw my extras away. So if you're unsure of what amounts to use, if you're doubling a recipe or want to do an even thicker batter, you can always start with less material, and then if you start running out, you can add more. I actually was doing a double batch myself, so I ended up adding another egg and adding more breadcrumbs. This helps you not to have wasted ingredients. Once you have each of your mozzarella sticks prepared, lay them on a plate or a dish in a single layer and put them in the freezer for 1 hour. Freezing these for 1 hour will also help ensure that you don't have any cheese melt out of the mozzarella stick. After your mozzarella sticks have frozen for at least an hour, add about 2 inches of oil into a pan. Heat the oil to 350 degrees and then add in the mozzarella sticks. I like to add these in one at a time carefully into the hot oil to make sure that there's no splattering. Your oil temperature will likely drop after you add in the frozen mozzarella sticks, so check it with your thermometer and adjust your heat as needed. Cook your mozzarella sticks for 1 minute and then flip them over to the other side and cook for an additional minute. I like to try to flip the mozzarella sticks in the same order that I laid them into the pan for. This will help them have as accurate and consistent a cooking time as possible. Once your mozzarella sticks have cooked for a minute on each side, take them out. Again, I like to try to take them out in the same order as the order that I placed them into the pan. If you're making a second batch of mozzarella sticks, make sure that your oil gets back up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit before adding your next batch in. Let the mozzarella sticks cool for a minute or 2 before eating them. Then you can eat them plain or serve them with marinara sauce or any sauce of your choice. Thanks for watching this video on how to make homemade mozzarella sticks. Let me know how it worked out for you in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe to see more content.